2-2. What did you learn from the game? What did we learn from that?
We learned quite a bit, to be honest with you. I think we know who we need to move on.
Who's that?
I didn't want to say it because he scored at a worldie, but yeah. Pereira.
I think a lot of people would agree with that.
You know, probably added
it was a worldie though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I'm not tempted to keep him because of that?
No.
Great goal.
No. I think he added a bit of extra value on there, maybe a few million extra. I think Brandon had a quite good game until he went off injured.
There's Axel Tuanzebe, there's Mengi, there's a Langa.
The centre-backs did look pretty decent, to be honest with you. They look quite sturdy. I would also say Hannibal, when he came on, looked quite lively. But yeah, I think it was a decent game for a pre-season.
The goals, isn't it? The goals were actually good for a change. Like, there was a lot of good goals in there. And when Solskjaer makes the latter part of the game, makes the changes and brings on the real youngsters, I mean, the performance level obviously dips and we conceded again. Yeah,
but I think it was a shame that I think one mistake he did make was leaving Van der Beek so late in the game.
Yeah, what's that? It's pre-season, isn't it? So yeah, we thought we'd get at least sort of half an hour, maybe 60, maybe even start again, but we didn't. How do you see him being used next year, if at all?
Hopefully, he'll get used more than he did today because there is quality there. We know we scouted him for a long time when he was at Ajax. He's just not had enough game time under Ole. Hopefully, he'll get more this season. I would like to have seen him at least from half time this game. I mean, who would you want, Van der Beek or Pereira?
Yeah, I know who my choice would be.
Yeah, exactly.
But why do you think it hasn't worked out? Do you think that a lot of people said is it Ole's signing? How you doing, my friend? You okay? You all right, kids? You okay? Yeah. Was it Ole's signing? Did they really need him? Did they really want him? Maybe they thought Pogba was going to leave last year, but he didn't. How do you see it? Or they just want to be patient? How do you see it?
No, I think they definitely needed him. I think we can't really be going into multiple seasons with McTominay and Fred in a double pivot. I think really we needed a CDM and obviously the two up front. I see him rotating between Van der Beek, Pogba, Bruno. I'd like to see them rotate and obviously bring a CDM in, but McTominay and Fred definitely.
A lot of everyone's saying that. I mean, with Varane and Sancho, say we have to shut. I'm not saying we will, because Ole's even said I'm expecting to try and do some more business. But let's just say, for argument's sake, for this, he didn't get a defensive midfielder, but we got Varane and Sancho. Is that enough to challenge? But you still have to have one of McTominay and Fred still in there.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I do think so still. I think it's a title challenging team. Yeah. I think if we brought a decent CDM in, I think it'll be a title contender, definitely.
Yeah, 100%. That's the key. That's what's going to get us over that threshold into potentially winning it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And Ole, the expectancy that you have on him, what is it for next year? How are you seeing it for him?
He needs to be challenging the top two teams. He needs to be challenging the Cities and the Liverpool and the Chelseas. If he don't get within the top two, I mean, especially if he don't get in the top four, I mean, he's had the support now, so he's got to go and deliver. Yeah. And if he doesn't deliver, then he's going to end up being out of a job. Another
player playing a lot of minutes is Jesse Lingard. We don't know what's going to happen. He could be playing loads of minutes to keep him fit and sharp, so if West Ham want to buy him, he's ready.
Make way for Declan Rice.
Make way for Declan Rice. But Ole said, he's going to be part of my plans. I expect to see him here.
Well,
do you believe that?
I don't believe that, no. No. If maybe a sub every other game, I don't think he'll be getting a lot of game time. That's what we spent 73 million bringing Sancho in. We got was it called Palestri? I think he is. Palestri, yeah. He's looking pretty decent. We've got Ahmad. We've got a lot of cover in on that side there now. I just don't think he's going to get enough game time at all. It was nice to see him. It was nice to see him today play.
He's buzzing about. He looks sharp, and you kind of get that little glimmer. I know it's pre-season, but you get when he goes on a little half turn and picks up the pockets of space. You're like, he is a good player. He is, which is why a lot of people are saying he should go and get go and play football.
He should go and get first team football. Probably where he's going to get more game time, like a West Ham or an Everton.
Talk to me just really quickly about the two signings we have made, though. Rafael Varane and Jadon Sancho. How excited do you see them?
Varane, quality. I think he's a bigger signing than Sancho because we need to reassure that back line.
My guy. I never told him to say that as well.
Lindelof and Bailly, they're not really good enough. Next to Maguire, I would say he's going to shore up that back line so we can move forward. We only have to have a single pivot. We don't have to have the McFred. And yeah, I think we'll see a much more attacking Man United next season with Sancho on the right as well, a natural right winger. Rashford bombing it in from the left, Cavani and Mason Greenwood maybe alternating when he needs to rest his legs. But yeah, I think it's a very positive start for next season, and hopefully we get a CDM in.
Listen, thanks very much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Cheers.